Hi Aries, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your May 2025 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic crossbred as always, and also pulled the Four Agreements and Wisdom Oracle card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where you folks should be as far as that goes. Alright, we have 2. So second house energy for you guys is Taurus, and of course we'll be in Taurus season up until around the 20th of May. And in addition to that, we'll have the new moon in Taurus on the 27th of April. So at the time recording this, we haven't had that yet. We'll also have Mercury in Taurus from the 10th of May until the 25th of May. So yeah, and of course we've had Uranus there for quite some time as well. So yeah, second house energy, you could definitely see some shifts around your finances, possessions, and self-worth this month. Alright, we have Virgo. Astrologically speaking, that area of the zodiac's a little quiet. We have the South Node there though. And Virgo energy for you guys is your 6th house of work, health, and daily routines. And we have Neptune. So yeah, Neptune was in Pisces for an extended period, and now it's actually recently moving into your sign. It'll be there all of May as well, of course. But yeah, so this could just be saying maybe you're getting a little bit more in tune with more of a spiritual side, but there could also be a little bit more confusion than you're used to as well, especially in the early stages of the transit. So we'll keep all that in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the 9 of Swords, Gemini energy, and challenging that we have the 5 of Swords, Aquarius energy. So the main thing that I'm getting from this combination could just be saying that for a lot of you, maybe you've been really replaying in your mind a conflict that might have taken place in the past, possibly with a friend of yours. So yeah, there could be one of those things where you're looking back with some regret, right? Realizing that maybe you said some things that shouldn't have been said, right? Even if you feel like the other party was also in the wrong, it just seems like you're really just replaying that situation over in your mind and actually wanting to bring peace back to the situation, but just not being sure how to actually go about it. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Devil. So yeah, in this context, this could just be saying that this dynamic between you and that other person looks like something that is meant to play out this way. As far as I feel like this is saying that, the reason why it might be stuck in your head is because it means that the lesson between the two of you isn't fully resolved yet. All right, in the past position, we have the King of Cups. So yeah, this could just be saying that initially you might have spent a lot of time just really setting your ways around the situation, right? Not necessarily taking the other person's viewpoint into consideration. So it could have just been a bit of a streak of stubbornness that you might have had around the situation in the past. All right, in the present position, we have the World. So yeah, so to me this says that ultimately you did learn the lesson karmically that you're meant to learn from the situation. So that's the case, given that we did see the Devil in the foundation, right? Like this is saying that yeah, for the majority of you have already learned what the situation was meant to teach you, but now it's just a matter of acting on it. All right, in the near future position, we have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, so this is Libra energy here, which is about partnership for you guys. So yeah, it could just be saying that ultimately you do want to restore balance in the situation, and you feel like you now at least intellectually have the understanding of how you want to go about it as well. All right, in the position of your influence in the situation, we have the Two of Swords. So more Libra energy here as well. So yeah, so for some of you, this could just be saying that maybe this was something that really started to come to the surface for you guys more heavily with that Libra full moon that we had recently. And this could just be saying that, you might have really narrowed down your thought process to, okay, there's really two different ways I could go about this, right? So if we look at the reduction from the 9 of Swords to the 2 here, looks like you're getting closer to making that decision. In the environment position, we have the Knight of Wands. So this is Sagittarius energy here. So for some of you, this could just be saying that ultimately, maybe if there's distance between the two of you, you might decide that you want to just go travel to see the person, right? Maybe do um, the reconciliation face to face. If not, that could just be saying, or even if, I feel like this would be more something added to that. And if that's the case, you might just be looking at a timeline, right? And that could be saying that maybe by the time we have that Sagittarius full moon early on in June, that might be when you ultimately decide that you'd be able to do so. In the hopes or fears position, we have justice. So yeah, some more Libra energy here, and to see this come up in this position, I'm assuming it's a hope for most of you, right? Where you're hoping that you can restore the balance, right? Get things back on track with this connection. All right, and in the outcome position, we have death. So in this regard, what I feel like this is saying is that ultimately, by the time we have that full moon in Scorpio, which is going to be on the 12th of May, I feel like this is ultimately saying you'll finally be ready to put the situation behind you as far as saying, okay, I know what the lesson was meant to teach me around the situation, right? I know what my approach is going to be. Like we said, for some of you, there's physical distance between the two of you. You might ultimately decide, you know what, I'd rather address this with them face to face. And if so, you might be doing so in June. But ultimately, it looks like you have your mind made up by the time we get to that Scorpio full moon. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So yeah, so this is a spiritual energy here. It is actually Taurus energy, which we did see come up in your dice, and then this also makes me think of what we were saying as far as Neptune being in your sign now, which is a indicator of spirituality as well. So yeah, it could just be saying that maybe in the past you might have had a little bit of ego around a situation that was, and really the Five of Swords in general points to ego conflicts. So again, like I said, I feel like the other person certainly had their role to play in it as well. But I feel like this is saying that that might have ultimately been what might have been holding you back from trying to resolve the situation sooner. But now it seems like you're letting that go and ready to do so. From the Four Agreements deck, we have always do your best, and it says love and nurture your body. Let's see if I can get that to focus and get it all in the frame. All right, it says your own body is a manifestation of God, and if you honor your body, everything will change for you. Practice giving to every part of your body. This will plant seeds of love in your mind, and when they grow, you will love, honor, and respect your body immensely. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, right? I don't necessarily see this being a situation that was like related to self-confidence in any way, but hopefully that message resonates with you if you are feeling that kind of energy. And from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Happy Happy. There's the artwork, and the number is 26. See what this has to say. All right, essential meanings says joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. The Oracle's message, your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy, moment to moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now's the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside yourself. Your happiness is a result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. So yeah, definitely a positive message there. And again, makes me think of what we're seeing with the World card, with the Hierophants as well. And the relationship message says there are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in the reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship, and if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of itself, like bees to honey. So yeah, definitely a positive message there. For some of you, this did come across as more of a friendship dynamic, but for some of you, this is more of a romantic reconciliation as well, and hopefully that message resonated. The prosperity message says this is a time to take pride in your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, and you are well compensated for it. The world rains gratitude upon you, and you're happy with the result of your efforts and creativity. Isn't it amazing to consider all that you have done? Remember your partnership with Spirit in this moment, too. Your soul has always known you could accomplish anything if it brought you joy. So, yeah, hearing that definitely made me think of the World card as well. Um, but yeah, like I said, it looks like ultimately this is something that maybe it was bringing you a lot of stress and anxiety, but ultimately it looks like you have learned what you were meant to learn from the situation, and now you're ready to move forward and improve it. So, hope it resonates, guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.